Going D1 was never about the work I did on a day-to-day basis, but it was about the standard I set for myself when I was 10 years old. I want to take you back to when I was 10 years old and I played football at the time. Really, I was a chubby little kid and I wasn't very good at it. I had dreams of going to play collegiate and professional football, and really I didn't understand what it would take to get there because I was only 10 at the time. I did know one thing though, I wasn't okay with what I was doing. So I want to take you back to one specific night when I was 10 years old and I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. I got the bacon cheese curd burger, and at this point, this was a regular meal for me when I would go there. Typically though, I'd eat about half the burger, but this one particular night, for some reason, I ate the entire burger. I finished the burger and it tasted good. It was a really good burger, but I felt terrible about myself. I felt fat and I felt embarrassed that I ate that whole burger, even at the age of 10, And I started to develop a little insecurity in my body. But that insecurity went a little deeper than just my body though, because I realized I don't have the self-control to do anything that I want in life. I didn't like how I looked, but this was a moment that really pushed me over that edge because I was really sick of it. I felt so bad after it that I couldn't stand, the idea of eating again. That was really the catalyst for me to actually start taking things seriously. I started training when I was 11 years old. I didn't know anything that I was doing, but I wanted to see a change in my body. I didn't want to have that insecurity, and I wanted to feel in control of my goals of going to play collegiate and professional football. I ended up going to an absolute extreme and started running long distances, and I ran a half marathon, and I got super lean. I got a six-pack. I was really small, and I felt a little better about myself. I still didn't like what I saw. It was the complete opposite. Now I felt I was too skinny. I didn't have enough muscle, but I knew I had some self-control. I had the discipline at the age of 12 to train every single day and run a half marathon. And it really started from that one night that I ate that entire burger. It made me realize that this wasn't the path I wanted to go on. I didn't want to feel fat and lazy and insecure about my body the rest of my life. So I decided, I had to make a change. And really, that whole incident created the standard for what I've been living for the last 7 years. It's been my reality that I want to forget about that younger version of myself. And I've worked hard to make a body that I've been trying to be proud of, and a performance on the field I know would get me to this Division I level. And really, I did that. But it took 7 years. It was a slow process, But every time someone asks why do you do all that work, Jacob? It's because it was a standard. It started when I was 10 years old from that one incident.